Okay, so just doing a little recap of what we've done last week, and we spoke about the ism and the different types of isms, meaning the noun, and we said there are three types. One is masdar, mushtaq, and jamid. Masdar being the root noun, and mushtaq being the derivative noun, and jamid meaning the primary noun. So now we are going to talk about fi'l and the explaining of the different types of fi'l. Although we won't go into it in detail, maybe in the next book we will start to delve into fi'l and the different types of fi'l and how it's formed, etc. So fi'l is a verb, okay, that can be segregated or divided into four branches. So you have mazi. Mazi means past tense verb, meaning something that's done in the past. So it is a word which denotes a past tense, denotes of a doing in past tense. So definition of mazi is a word which denotes a doing in past tense. So for example, fa'ala. Fa'ala means he did. So doing something in past. Okay. Muzari. Muzari is present future tense verb. A verb which indicates of a doing which is currently being done or is going to be done in the future. So it is a word which denotes of a doing in the future or at present. That is the definition of muzari'. Okay, so if you want to write that down, the definitions, you can write down. Although it's not written here, I can dictate it to you, so you can just write it down, jot it down, so that you know the definition of it. So for mazi is a word which denotes of a doing in the past tense. Muzari is a word which denotes of a doing in present or future tense. And amr means command, an order. And then you have nahi, prohibition. So example of muzari is yaf'alu. He is doing or he will do. Okay? So from that gives the meaning of two tenses. So there is no separate tense for future or present individually. It can be used for both. So in whatever context it is used in, you will know that is he talking about something in the future or is he talking about something in the past? Something in the present. So that again you will find out once you familiarize yourself with the actual sentences, and then looking at before it and after it, meaning that the whole context, you will then know if he talking about something which is being done presently, or something which is going to be done in the future. So amr again means command, something to order something. So here an example is if'al, do. Okay. Nahi means prohibition, to order not to do something. La taf'al, do not do. So you know we spoke about masdar, that the root noun. Okay. Why it's called a root noun is because all these words actually are derived from the masdar. So the masdar of fa'ala is al-fi'lu, alright? Al-fi'lu. Now from there you derive the mazi, you derive mudari, you derive amr, you derive nahi. Okay? And it's quite easy. I mean, especially amr and nahi is something which people who are accustomed, who are familiar with Urdu, they will know amr. Amr means order. Nahi, it means a prohibition. Not nahi is different. That means no. This is nah.
This is not to do with.
This is nah, meaning don't do. Okay? So another example, nasara, which means he helped. Nasara means he helped. And then if you was to make that into muzari, you would then say yansuru, which means he will help or he is helping. And then if you want to make that into amr, order, you say unsur, which means help. And if you want to make that into prohibition, you would say la tansur, meaning do not help. I'll give you a third example. Daraba, he hit. Yadribu, he is hitting or he will hit. Idrib, hit. La tadrib, do not hit. So this is the four branches of fi'l, which we will get accustomed to it as we go along. Maybe not in this book itself, because this is right elementary, but once we go into the second book, then the actual whole the whole should we say the whole drop down of all the words of each branch will be explained. So if you can see, the slight similarity is that for mudari they've put a ya at the beginning of it. So this is how you make the mudari from there. But I will explain that when the time comes. So this is the four branches of fi'l. So like ism has many branches. So we spoke about ism has two sets of branches. One is ismul dhat and ismul ma'na, the concrete ism, yes, the concrete noun, and ismul ma'na is the one that's regarding the quality. And then we had another set of category of ism was the three, which was masdar, mushtaq, and jamid. Masdar being the root noun, mushtaq being the derivative noun, and jamid meaning the primary noun. And we gave examples of, say for example, examples of jamid being like Zaid, okay, which means a person's name, and it is not the roots of any word, nor is it derived from another word. So that's why it's called a primary noun. And then you got mushtaq, which is a word which is derived from a root noun. So that's called mushtaq. Like for example, Zahid means someone who's a very pious person, someone who's dissociated himself from this materialistic world. And then we had Fahim, which means a person who is very clever, you know. So this is words which have been derived from a root noun. So Zahid is derived from the word az-zuhd, az-zuhd, and then Fahim is derived from the word al-fahm. Yes. So this is a derivative noun, and then we had the masdar, which is the root noun from where all the words are derived. So for example, the root noun for fa'ala will be al-fi'lu, and for nasara will be an-nasru, for daraba will be ad-darbu, which is the root noun from which all these words are derived from. So the verbs are derived from that, the derivative nouns are derived from that, all these, so, and etc. So this is the different branches of fi'l. Now we're going to go to the third category of words. So there's three categories. One is ism, fi'l, third one is harf. So let's go into harf now. So al-harfu, again, categorized into two. One is amil, the effective or governing particle. Okay? And then you have ghayru amil, the non-effective or non-governing particle. So al-harf means particle. Okay? And we explain what particle, what it means. It means something, a word which, to explain its meaning, is in need of another word and does not carry any tense. Yes? If you can remember that, the definition of harf. So, the effective or governing particle means it has an effect on the word that comes after it. What does that mean? Effective governing particle means a particle which has an effect on the word that comes after it. So, example here, fi. Fi is a particle. Zaydun fil bayti. Now, as you can see, al-bayt. Does anyone know what al-bayt means? Huh?
House.
Very good. So al-bayt means house. Now, normally all words come in the state of rafa. Okay? Meaning in the state of rafa. You know rafa? Qasra, dhamma. Dhamma in the state of dhamma. So dhamma, another word for dhamma is rafa. Okay. So, but as you can see here, it's got a kasra on it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So what changed it from dhamma to kasra? It was this fi here. Because this word, this particle fi had come, it changed it from dhamma to kasra. So this is called effective or governing particle. It governed the word after it. It dictates what type of vowel it should have. Should it have a dhamma on it? Should it have a kasra on it? Or should it have a dhamma on it? Okay? So this is one type of harf. So this is called amil. Amil means something which has an effect. Something which is a doer. Yes?
Can you please repeat that? I didn't get it.
Which one?
The...
Amil.
Yeah.
Okay. Harf is segregated into two. There are two types of harf. Okay? One is amil, which means the effective or governing particle. A particle which has an effect on the word that will come after it. Yes? Okay. So, in this example, as you can see, Zaydun fil bayti, which means Zayd is in the house. Fi is the particle here. Fi is the particle. Now, all words in its normal state will be in the state of dhamma. It will have dhamma on it. So, if fi wasn't there, this would have been al-baytu. This would have been al-baytu. So, in normal state, if you pick up a word, how would you read it? Baytun. Okay? Hijrun. Ghurfatun. Sa'atun. Qalansuwatun. Masjidun. That's how you read it. So in a normal state, any word you pick up in the Arabic language, that's how you would read it. Okay? So there are certain things that will change that dhamma into either a kasra or a fatha. In this case, the dhamma has been changed into a kasra. So we need to know when to put a kasra or when to put a dhamma or when to put a fatha. So this is what this lesson is teaching us, that fi belongs to this category of harf, which are governing particle, which are effective, which make changes to the words that come after it. Now, different harf have different effects. This one, what it does is that the word after it makes it into a genitive case. It makes it into a kasra. What does it make into? A kasra. So this fi has made this bayti into kasra. Sorry. So Zaydun fil bayti, Zayd is in the house, that's what it means. But the point of discussion is here is that the kasra is there because of fi. Right? So that's an example of an effective Arab. There's many more. There's like wow qasm. You know, we say wallahi. Have you heard it? I'm sure you must have heard that.
Yeah.
Wallahi. You know? I swear by Allah. So wallahi, why is it a wallahu? Why is it a wallaha? Why is it wallahi? This wow is called wow qasmiya. There are many different types of wows. Right? Many types of wows. This wow is called wow qasmiya. And what happens is that any word that comes after it makes it into qasr. I'll give you another example. Wattini was zaytun. Wattini. The Quran says, Wattini was zaytun. Allah swears by teen. Anyone know what teen is? Fig. Yeah, Allah swears by fig. So wattini. Wal asri innal wal asri. Why is it not wal asra? Why is it not wal asru? So this is called waw qasmiya. So again, when you say wallahi, there's a reason why you say wallahi. You're not saying it because you're just saying it. You're saying it because this is called waw qasmiya, and this makes the word after it into a kasra. Puts a kasra on it. Another example would be wal fajri wa layalin ashr. Yes? So wal fajr. Normally we stop the wal fajr. But if you were to carry on, you say wal fajri. Wal fajri. Allah swears by the dawn of the 10th of Dhul Hijjah. So again, so this type of particle is called the effective or governing particle. Then you have غير عامل, the non-effective or non-governing particle, meaning that particle which has no effect on the word that's going to come after it. Example, these are some of the non-governing particle. Wow. So you got wow here again. So this shows that there are many types of wows. Many types of wow. So wow, we got one wow which is wow qasmiya, which will have an effect on the word that will come after it. Then you have wow atifa, which means it is a what do you call it? Connecting words. And you know, you have and, then in English word, you have connecting words, don't you? That's what my daughter told me, that you have the connecting words. She's learning connecting words in school. So these are connecting words. So wow atifa is a connector. So what's happening here? Ja'a Zaydun wa Bakrun. Zayd and Bakr has come. What does that say? Zayd and Bakr has come. That's wow. So what's happened to Bakr? Anything happened to Bakr? No. Bakrun, it has that dhamma, right? Has it changed? No. It's in its normal state, how it's supposed to be. So every word in its normal state should be in the state of dhamma. Okay? If it's a common noun, if it's common, okay, then it will be in the state of tanween. If it's not common, it will be, if it's the non-common noun, then it will be state in a dhamma. If it's a common, meaning it's not individualized, it's not special, then it will have a tanween on it. Not tanween, dhamma. So otherwise there's different categories which I won't go into now. But the point of discussion here is that the waw here is not having any effect on bakr. Yes.
So can we call wow both amil and ghair amil?
Yes. Yes. Again, another one is tallahi. Tallahi. Ta is also used for qasm. Tallahi la us'alunnaka. It's in the Quran. Tallahi la akidanna asnamakum. Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, he says, I swear by Allah, la akid wallahi tallahi la akidanna asnamakum ba'da an tuwallu mudbirin, that I will come to your idols after you have left. And what's he gonna do to them? He's gonna smash them. So again, that word is coming in the Quran. So that ta is called ta qasmiya. Again, the effect of that is that it will change the word that will come after it into a kasra. Is there any question on this?
Is that a full sentence underneath the غير العامل?
Yes. Ja'a Zaydun wa Bakrun.
And what's what
Well, these are just examples of غير عامل. One is waw, one is fa, one is thumma.
Right.
So all three of them give us the and.
Huh?
Wa means
Waw means and.
yeah,
Fa also means and.
yeah,
Thumma also means and.
yeah. This is
But all three of them have a slight difference.
our
Also, in English, if you were to translate, it would mean and. But they all have slight difference. Fa means something which has come immediately after. If I was to say Ja'a Zaydun fa Bakrun, that means immediately after Zayd, Bakr came. Wow doesn't denote that. It doesn't say if he immediately came. He came afterwards. He could have come after 5 hours, could have come after 10 hours, or he could have come straight away. Thumma means he came after a long time. So if I was to say Ja'a Zaydun thumma Bakrun, that means Zayd came and then Bakr came. So although all three of them have and, this is what I tell you about how rich the Arabic language is. That although if you was to translate it, it would be and. But those who understand the Arabic language, now because of knowing the Arabic language, and if you know all these intrinsic meaning, then you will come to a right judgment. I'll give you an example. There's a hadith. من صام رمضان ثم أتبعه ستا من شوال كان كصيام الدهر. This is a hadith that you've all heard many times in Jummah. That whosoever fasts in the month of Ramadan and then follows it with the sixth fast in the month of Shawwal, كان كصيام الدهر. He's like a person who has fasted throughout the whole year. Yes, has everyone heard that? Yeah? You haven't heard that? Okay? Says, so look at now, hear the words properly. Man sama Ramadan thumma there thumma atba'ahu sittan min Shawwal. So the jurists, okay, what they say, Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam used the word thumma. He did not use wow, nor did he use fa. So from that, the jurists have deduced that if a person wants to delay the sixth fast, not immediately after Eid, if they want to delay the fast, the sixth fast, and not keep it immediately after Eid, then they can do so. Why? It's because Prophet ﷺ used thumma, which thumma denotes that it can be delayed. It didn't use fa. If he said man sama Ramadana fa'atba'ahu sitta min Shawwal, then that would have meant that immediately after Shawwal you keep the six, and then you get the reward. If you don't, you won't get the reward. But just by understanding the words, have you got your hands up?
No.
Yeah. So by understanding the little intricacies, the jurists have come with different injunctions. So this is why it's so important to understand the Arabic language.
I just had interest. You know the six fasts keep. Do you have to keep them all together?
Sorry?
Do you have to keep?
Again, Thumma is telling us you don't.
You don't have. All right.
This is why the jurists have said that if somebody wants to break it up, somebody wants to delay the sixth fast, as long as they keep it in the month of Shawwal, he or she will still get the reward because of the word. Yeah.
So how do we identify when like the wow is the amil or the ghayr?
Again, it all depends on the context of using it. So once you familiar yourself with these, you will then know straight away in what context is using it. Yeah? If you just take wow by itself, then you won't know. But if you look at what's before it and what's after it and what the sentence is, what the topic's all about, you will know what's he talking about. Yeah? Yes?
Is it just these three things which...
No. These are just examples.
Just examples.
Examples. There's many more. There's many more. Okay? Yes?
Does the amil only have one example then?
At the moment we've only put one example.
But there are more than.
There are more. I'll give you another one. Okay? So, what's the pen?
What does it mean? Zayd came home.
No, Zayd is at home.
Zayd is at home.
Okay, if I was to write, I'm going to write it here, yeah? I'm going to use Zayd again. Okay, I ain't got space. So you know I'm referring to Zayd, yeah? ذهب زيد إلى البيت. Zaid went home. Ila. Ila means to go to. Okay? Al-Bayti again, as you can see, is in the state of kasra. Right? So what made it kasra is again this is ila. And there's some of them which gives it a fatha.
So ذهب زيد إلى البيت.
Yeah.
So basically the amil, it will be in the state of dhamma, will go into kasra.
Some of them will change into kasra, some of them will change into a fatha.
Depending on it.
Yeah.
Whereas the other ghairu amil will always be into a dhamma.
Yeah, it will not have no effect.
change effect,
Yeah.
okay.
So basically, if whatever state is in, for example, sometimes what will happen is that this will have a fatha on it,
Yeah.
and this will have fatha. But fatha is not because of the wow; it's because of something happening before that. Yeah. So if anybody wants to write it down, because I'm going to start explaining, then I'm going to rub everything down, and we're going to do a little test. Okay, very simple test, but just to refresh and just to maybe try to keep you on your toes. Okay, this is a couple of phrases that we will learn today. Min fadlik means please. You want to say please in Arabic? What do you say? Min fadlik. So you want to write that down? Write it down. I forgot to write please, but you can know. Min fadlik.
What about it? Bilal.
What's that?
How much?
Become. The top,
Become.
just about min fazlik.
Oh yeah.
Become.
Become means how much. When about how much is something? Say become. Become hada. How much is this? Yeah. So let's start with this. Become how much? So this is our weekly fix. How much? Min fadlik means please. Ayn al-makhraj. Where is the exit? Ayn al-madkhal. Where is the entrance? I'm sure you're writing it down. At the end of week 7, you should have a good long list of phrases. Aina unwanuk. Where is your address?
Is min fadlik is where's the exit?
No, min fadlik means please. I forgot to write please here. Min fadlik means please. So if you want to say something, ishrab al-shay, min fadlik. Please drink the tea. Yeah? Or you want to say, please, min fadlik.
It's going to quickly take a snap to the website.
Can you do it wide?
So you're playing a fast one, so you don't need to write anything, yeah?
This is for everyone.
Modern technology is making us lazy. But the benefit of writing is you get to learn how to write more Arabic. And that modern technology, I'm going to tell you, you're going to have to do the orthodox way.
We have to come back to the reality.
Yeah. So has everyone got that written down? And the other side.
You took the other side.
So if you do write it down, the benefit is that you'll get to practice the Arabic.
It works.
And the bottom one, what is your?
Where is your address?
Where is your address?
where is
Aina unwanuk.
Ain means where.
Where? So you can see, Ain, I've used most of them. So you get used to where Ain. Ain al-madkhal, where's the entrance? So if you go, I don't know if you've ever been to, who's been to East London Mosque? Who's been to Regent Park Mosque? They read on this entrance, madkhal, makhraj.
Yeah.
On there.
And you can go
Yeah.
Saudi or any other.
Yeah.
They have that.
And the other side, has everyone written the... No?
But I can take off the internet.
Okay. The good old internet, is it?
I snapped a Sharpie for you, why not?
Are you ready?
What does this mean? Zahaba Zaydun
Ila al-bayti.
Bayt, yeah.
Means Zayd went home. Or went to the house, whatever you want to write.
أين عنوان
أين عنوانك؟ أين عنوانك? Where is your address? So in the previous lesson we learnt about how to join letters, isn't it? Isn't it? So I'm just going to give you a quick letters segregated. So I just want you to join them up. Simple as that. Wait, simple if you know it.
Easy said than done.
Okay. Now you see it, now you don't. I'm going to do the words actually from the book. So if you've done the work in the book, then I'm sure you'll be able to do this. Also with the sisters as well, if they can do it as well. And I'll just take some samples from everybody just to... I won't ask you the meaning. I won't make it that hard. Okay? Okay, I'll give you 5, that's it. No, I'm not going to make it too difficult. Okay, it's very easy. I want you to... As you can see, it's all written independently. Now I want you to join it up and write it as if it's a complete word, joined up together. You should know how to write that together because we practice that. So have an attempt, inshallah. It'll jog your memory again. So if you can do that, if you don't have paper, Brother Zubair will give you paper. If there's anybody who doesn't have paper, please put their hands up. Just if anybody's needs a paper, just give them. Has everyone got a paper? Also, maybe the sisters might need some paper as well. I'll give you the first one. Sabara. Okay. How would you write that together? So you write it together. Because obviously when you write together, it's not going to be in that form. Yeah, so you just need to write together. I'm not going to ask you the meaning, although many of you will know what sabr means in here. But the rest, I won't make it too difficult. Although you should know it, because you've done it in the previous lessons. And please, don't look in the book, otherwise it's no point. You've got to look in the book and do it. Have an attempt?
Done.
Oh, you've done, mashallah. Oh, I only had students like this all the time. That's a cough here. Sorry, not looking too good. Lady, can they see it, the whole thing? They can see it clearly, yeah? Well, 2 more minutes and then inshallah I'll just take a couple of... So are we all done? Who's missing? Just Stuart, isn't it? Khalid as well. Huh? Yeah, I know hasn't been here for 2 weeks. Hasn't it? Are we all done now? Yeah?
Yes.
Inshallah, mashallah. Okay, if I can have, mashallah, your paper, please. And if I can have yours, just pass it over. And if I can have the brother at the back. Yeah, mashallah, everyone done very well, better than me. So, well done, mashallah, very good. It does. Okay, let's check yours. Pass it back. If you can get one from the sister as well. Yeah, well, you can say you know Urdu very well. Yeah, so it's kind of easy anyhow. Yeah. So I mean, very simple. Sabara. That's how you write it. Atasha, Atisha. Okay. Naqasa. Rabata. And Jalasa. So that's how you would write it. MashaAllah, very good. Yes, everyone's doing well. So the more we write, the more better we will become in writing it. So it's important that we try to do the homework that's been given, and also, just write whenever we can, really. Also,
Why is in all of them? What is the array and they didn't come together?
so that means you forgot.
No,
Yes, they are called the naughty letters. Can anybody tell me what are the naughty letters are? Okay. If you can just say Yep. Another one. Dal. Yep. Another one. Yep. Another one. Do you know the naughty letters? No.
Za.
Dal, yes. Huh? Wow, yes. Za, yes. Did someone say Ra? Someone say Ra. So you got Alif, Dal, Dal, Ra, Za, and Wow. They are not letters, meaning that letters will join with them, but they will not join with any letters after it. Okay? So that's why, if you see here, Ra will not join to the letter after it.
But it does at Sabr. At Sabr.
Yes. Other letters will join to it, but they will not join. They will not join. So that's why they're called naughty. They don't want to cooperate. Yeah? They're very naughty. Okay. So if we go into mud, page 44. As you're all aware, the Fatha, Qasr and Dhamma, they are the vowels in the Arabic language. But they are normally referred to as short vowels, meaning you don't stretch them. You read it very quick. So like these ones, you read it very quick. Jalasa, Rabata, Naqasa, Atisha, Sabara. Very quick. You do not lengthen them at any point. Long vowels, again, it is the Fatha, Dhamma, Qasra, but you lengthen them. So three letters of the Arabic alphabet are used to lengthen the sounds of the short vowels Fatha, Kasra and Dhamma. These letters are Alif, Ya and Waw. So if you want to lengthen the Fatha, then normally you would write an Alif after it. So the examples at the bottom here. So if you go there, you will say repeat. Ba, ta, tha, ja, ha, ha, da, za, ra, za, sa, sha, sa, da, ta, ظا غا فا قا كا لا ما نا ها وا ya. The duration of lengthening is closing of one finger or opening. That's how long. You don't just as if you're doing opera singing or something, you know. Just that long. One. So alif is used to lengthen the R sound of Fatha into an R sound. Note the special shape of lam when it is joined to alif below. So at the beginning I gave you some sheets to show the different shapes of the letters. So it's just pointing out towards the lam that when you write it with alif, it will slightly change, so it will become like that. Okay? So these are the fathas when an alif is after it, so you will lengthen it. Then you got the kasra. So this one is called alif al-mad, because obviously the alif is there. This is called ya al-mad. Again, it's because the ya is there. And this ya will come after a kasra. So it gives, again, you lengthen it one alif, opening of one finger or closing one finger. So E, B, T, C, G, H, H, D, Z, R, Z, C, She, C, D, T, V, E, R, Fi, Qi, When you say we, make sure you don't sound like V. You know? We. Yeah. Some people, especially people from, those who very accustomed to the Urdu language, they say vow. Vow. That's wrong. It's wow. We. Now, this is vowel mud. Again, if you want to lengthen the dhamma, you put a wow after it. So you say oo, boo, tu, su, ju, hu, hu, du, zu, ru, zu, su, shu, su, du, tu, zu, gu, fu, qu, ku, lu, mu, nu, hu, wu, you. Now, remember one thing. Make sure your when you pronounce it, it's nice and clear. Not like o, bo, or when you pronounce e, you don't say e, be. Okay, that is in order you call it majhul, meaning not pronouncing it fully. When you say ah, you don't say o, something like that. 'Cause that's not how you pronounce the Arabic language. Although that's related to tajweed, but I thought I'd mention here so that you also get the vibe and the feeling how it's being pronounced. So these are the three muds. These are called long muds, and you can call them fathatun tawila or kasratun tawila or dammatun tawila. But the whole point of the exercise is that these will come in the Arabic language, and you should know how to pronounce them and how long it should be. So are we clear with that?
Yeah.
Yeah? Again, you got the practice with mud. If you look at the first one, kitabun. You don't say kitabun. Or you don't say kitabun. So it's kitabun.
Kitabun.
Yeah. Babun.
Babun.
Sa'atun.
Sa'atun.
Sarirun.
Sarirun.
Filun.
Filun.
Rishatun.
Rishatun.
Hutun.
Hutun.
Dudatun.
Dudatun.
Bumatun.
Bumatun.
So you see how it's been pronounced. Like in kitabun is the alif madda. Okay? Then babun again alif madda. Sa'atun. So it's all about that. And then inshallah for lesson number 5 we will be doing sukoon and shadda, meaning tashdid. So if you want to go over that or have a quick look at, browse it, get yourself ready for the next lesson, then please feel free to do so. So again, if I just tell you the meaning of these words. Kitab means book. Okay. Bab means door. Sa'atun means clock. Sarirun means bed. It's all there. Filun means elephant. Okay. Rishatun means feather. Hutun means whale. Dudatun means worm. And bumatun means owl. Now, all these words, what are they? Are they fi'l, ism or harf?
Ism.
Right. Why is it ism?
Noun.
Noun. Okay. Okay, let's make it more difficult. Is it ism al-dhat or ism al-ma'na? Ism al-dhat. Because it represents itself. It's not something which has to be attached to something. Okay. The other category. Is it masdar, mushtaq or jamid? Kitabun.
Master.
It's masdar. Anybody else? Looks like you're by yourself today. Kitab here, masdar for is from kataba. Okay? And kataba means to write. And the masdar of that is al-kitabatu. Al-kitabatu. Kitabun here is jamid. What is it? Primary. Babun. Is it jamid, mushtaq or masdar? Jamid, yes. Sa'atun. Jamid, mushtaq or masdar? Jamid. Sarirun. Jamid. Filun. Jamid. Alright, you got the gist of it. Okay, so there you are. Just a little bit of practice, knowing in what category it will come into, inshallah. Is there any question now? Anything that you need to ask?
Okay, if you've got time, can we just go through the bit about Amil and Ghayru Amil.
Right. I'll summarize. So basically, harf particle is categorized or segregated into two branches.
I missed the first bit, the Amil bit.
Yeah. So amil means a governing particle, meaning a particle which will have an effect on the word that will come after it. Okay. That's what amil means. And ghayr amil means something, a particle which will not have an effect on the word after it.
So the governing particle there is fi, right?
In that example, it was fi, yes.
Yeah.
And fi.
So you can have wow, fi.
You can have many. You can have ta, hasha, kalla. You know, there's lots. In due course, you will be given the long list.
So those words change the meaning of the word that follows afterwards.
It changes the haraka at the end. The fatha, kasra, dhamma. Yeah, it'll change whatever it needs to be changed into. But it's not always kasra, but it can be. But in this example, it changed into kasra. Is there anything else?
Ghayru Amil is the same. But
Sorry again?
so Amil is the effective of the governing particle, and the Ghayru Amil is a non-effective.
Yeah. Or non-governing particle. Yes. What is your name, brother? Because I want to give myself a question to. Rahil. Rahil. If I can just quickly go over the name, because I don't know. What's your name, brother? Akmal. Okay, I know him. I know you. Just say your names. Name?
Saeed.
Saeed. Hamza. Ahmed. Shamail. Fahim. Nabil. Isa. Saifuddin.
اسمك شهاب الدين.
Shahabuddin. Well, mashallah. Rahil. Hashim. Nu'man. Mashallah. Yes, so brother Rahil, you were saying.
You know, with the amir, does the particle ever change it into a tanween kasra?
Yes. It can from say for example dammatain, it will change into kasratain. Yes. Again, we will learn in due course why tanween is applicable, when is tanween applicable, when tanween is not applicable, etc. Is there any questions from the sisters?
No, I asked.
Yes. MashaAllah, they're very advanced and they understand well. Alhamdulillah, very good. Yes, inshallah. Sorry, I'm rushing because I've got a meeting, teaching meeting straight after this, and so I want.
Announcement.
Yeah, you can make it.